We have got a brand new Trade Wars promo with 4 102 overall Masters and a 104 overall Grandmaster, Chris Paul. Now, Chris Paul is giving out that high flyer boost, which is an absolutely crazy boost to have, but can you get him and all the other guys for absolutely free? Well, let's take a look at the limited time event, and you'll notice all of these events are locked to start off with. What you want to do starting things off is go ahead and hit this claim button. You're going to get a select between two 93 overall players, but before you go ahead and claim that one up, you want to take a look at the news tab and pick which set of 102s do you want to try and get first. Do you want to try and get the right hand side Masters, that Marcus Smart or the Payne, or do you want to go ahead and get yourself the left hand side Masters, which are the Mills or the Toppin? You can see what they are called by basically tapping on them. You can see Marcus Smart is a single switch master. This Obi Toppin is an all-in master. Now, if you're going for that Grandmaster Chris Paul, it doesn't matter which side you start off with. However, if you are going for specific 102s, it does indeed matter. So let's say, for example, I want to go ahead and get myself the single switch masters first. When I go ahead and claim up this pack over here, I will select the player that corresponds to that side. So when we go ahead and open up this pack, you'll notice that this Reggie Bullock over here is a single switch player. So I will go ahead and pick him up. If you wanted to go for the other side, you would pick up this Joe Harris over here. But let's go with this 93, and you can see the right hand side of the map has completely unlocked for me. And now everything I say for the right hand side is going to be exactly the same for the left hand side, just giving out slightly different points. And I'll go on to how you can unlock that other side in a little bit. As you'll notice, there are two sort of sections with this side. There's events running along the top, and each one corresponds to a specific position. You'll notice all of the events are giving out a monthly master emblems, which are really good to see. And as we go through each one, you're going to get yourself a pack. In this pack, you're going to get a player that's guaranteed to be from that position of the event. So this is the point guard event, so I'm going to get myself a point guard player. You also have a 15% chance of getting a 93 overall player from this promo, and a 5% chance of getting a 96 overall player from this promo. Now, if you get lucky enough to get a player, that is really going to help you out when it comes to the sets. You're also going to get yourself a guaranteed 300 single switch points with every one of these events. All of these events are on a 12-hour reset, so make sure you're playing through as many as possible, because it puts you in the best position when it comes to, say, getting lucky from the events, getting players, and also getting the most amount of points possible from all of those events. Underneath that, there are these blitz events. Now, these are going to cost 50 stamina to play through, and each one is going to give you 50 monthly master emblems and also 150 single switch points. Now, these are on a 24-hour reset, and there are 20 of these to play through every day, and that is again going to help you get those points, which will then lead to you getting rewards in these milestones. As you'll notice, you get 96 overall select packs, which I really recommend you go ahead and save to your bench, and I'll go on to why a little bit later. You also get these swap tokens, which will become fairly useful later on. As you can see, you just get more and more rewards until you get to that final one, which is 100,000 points, which you're not going to get to as a nominally spent player. The main thing with these milestones are those 96 overall select pack, because those are going to help you the most when it comes to the promo. Again, all of the stuff I said for the right hand side applies for this left hand side. You're just going to get yourself some all-in points instead. It is going to give you those points on the left hand side, and of course the chances at getting the players. But when it comes to the sets, this is where you're doing some exchange sets to get some extra points to help yourself out in those milestones. You'll notice there is a section for the all-in side, and there is a section for the single switch side. If we take a look at these exchange sets, you'll notice you can exchange for 82 to 90 overall players. You can put in past season players. As you can see, a couple of them are popping up for me, but let's put in 4 players over here, and this is going to give me 300 of the all-in points to help myself out in these milestones. So if you claim that up, you'll notice it is on a 12-hour reset, meaning you can do it twice every single day. That is exactly the same for the small single switch exchange over here. This will also be on a 12-hour reset. You can do both of them no matter which side you unlocked first. This one's a bigger exchange where exchanging 12 players from exactly the same overall, so from 82 to 90 overall to get 1,000 points. However, this one is on a 24-hour reset, whereas the other one was on a 12-hour reset. So bear that in mind when you're logging onto the game. Make sure you're doing all of these exchange sets to get as far as possible through those milestones. Then you've got some extra exchange set where you're basically upgrading the players. You start off with the 93 overall players. You can put 6 in here to get yourself a 96 select pack. Again, when you get them from here, just save them to your bench. All you got to do is whenever it appears on your screen to open it, close the app, and it should then appear in your My Team section and in View All Items. This is where it will appear in the unclaimed item section, and then you can go ahead and open it when the time's right. And the reason for that, if you go into these 96 overall sets to go up to 102 overall, you need each 96 overall player specifically once. And the reason you want to save them to your bench is because you can potentially get these 96s from those top events. So say I go ahead and I get myself the Victor Oladipo needed for this set, but I'd already selected him twice out of the select packs. That means I've wasted a 96 overall player, which you don't want to be doing with this promo, because that could be the difference between you getting a 102 master and not, and potentially even getting yourself that Chris Paul or not. Because to get Chris Paul, you need to get yourself 4 102 masters. So that is 2 102 masters from each side, meaning you need to get yourself 10 96 players in total for each side to get both of those 102s and go all the way and get yourself Chris Paul. You'll notice there is another set over here which is going to require 60 swap tokens to get yourself a 98 select pack. You can look at these 98 overall players on the news tab over here, and they are 2 98 overall players. You got Rudy Gay over there, and then you've also got yourself Tyus Jones. And now they're each giving out separate boosts. You can use them for your lineup if you want to. They will also go in place of any of the 96s. Again, they will correspond to a specific side. So if you take a look at Jones, he is an all-in swap player, so he'll correspond to that side, whereas the other one is a single switch swap player, and he'll correspond to that right-hand side. Now, if you do go ahead and try and get one of these guys, you want to go ahead and select the player that corresponds to the side that is locked for you at the moment. So for me, for example, I will need to get myself this Tyus Jones because he will unlock the left-hand side of the map, because all you need to do to unlock the other side of the map is just have a player from that side. If you go onto any event that's locked at the moment, it says have an all-in player, so that is a player from that side. That is one way of being able to do that. If you go into the achievement section of the game, you go down to Trade Wars, you'll notice there are a bunch of achievements you can do to get yourself these swap tokens. In total, if you do all of these, you're going to get yourself 30 swap tokens, and they are very easy to do. Getting rebounds, dunk, 3-pointers, getting 10 players, that might take a little bit longer to do. Earning 2,500 monthly master points with the event giving out monthly master emblems isn't going to be too difficult at all. And then the bottom one is to win 20 of the event. So all of that is going to give you 30 swap tokens in total. And in the store, there is a coin pack which you can get to get yourself another couple of swap tokens. It's 30k coins for one, and that is going to be bought 10 times every single day if you want to. NBA cash offers, of course, there's a BOGO offer over here. For 400 NBA cash, that is 1,000 of each of the points from both sides of the map. And then the ones on the right might be different for you because, of course, I unlocked that single switch side. So then I've got the single switch offers giving me that watch ad pack, which I can do 5 times a day. Or above that, there is that NBA cash offer, again, doing that one 5 times every single day. When you've unlocked both sides of the map, you will have both sets of offers. So you have the same offers as I got on that far right-hand side, just for the other side of the map as well. There are, of course, boom or bust packs to help you get these 98s because, of course, they can be used in place of any of the other 96 overall players with this promo itself. So you want to be unlocking that other side of the map as quickly as possible. Obviously, I mentioned the way in the sets by going ahead and actually claiming up a 98 overall player, and then that will unlock that other side of the map for you. Another way of doing it is just simply getting yourself enough points, because when you get up to this milestone over here, this is the 196 select pack you would open straight away just to get yourself an all-in player as quickly as possible. You need 5,000 points from the other side. The sets are going to help you in that. Using that BOGO offer in the store, if you're willing to spend the NBA cash, is going to be another way of doing that, because of course each one of these is going to give you 1,000 points from the other side of the map. But in terms of calculations, it is fairly difficult to do because it's a little bit based on luck here and there, whether you get the players. There's only so far you can get in the milestones as a nominee spent player. You're not going to get to the end. You are going to get yourself a good amount of 96 select packs. People have got the Grandmaster before in this type of promo format. It is a 7-day format though, so it might hinder a little bit what you're going to be able to do with this promo, but you should be able to get yourself at least some 102 overall masters. If you want to push for the Chris Paul, it is definitely doable. If you're getting lucky, you may be buying a couple of stuff in the store. It is definitely doable to go all the way and get yourself this Chris Paul. So that is going to be it for the Trade Wars promo breakdown. Let me know in the comment section down below whether you're going to try and get yourself Chris Paul or not. But we also got ourselves a Trash Talkers promo with a 104 Garnett, and we also got a Screeners promo where you can get yourself a bunch of good players from both of these promos. And if you want to go check out both my promo breakdowns for those, go check out the videos. They should be popping up on screen, and I'll see you guys in either of those videos. Peace.